Hey everybody, welcome to Little Big Podcast. This is episode 87. I'm Austin.
I'm Daniel.
And we have loads of great stuff, and I know I always say that, but this week we actually have something pretty significantly awesome. So before we do that, we're going to build some suspense by doing shoutouts first.
Okay, so here's our shoutouts for this week. One of our faithful viewers and owner, sounds weird, doesn't it? But anyway, Misty, she is a dog, and it was her birthday last weekend. So happy birthday, Misty. She is 6 years old.
Awesome.
What's that in dog years?
I don't know, it's like, I think times 7, so that'd be 42.
Wow.
Middle-aged dog.
Awesome. Hopefully she doesn't have a midlife crisis.
Anyway.
Anyway, I was like so random. You're like,
there we go with anyway again.
Alright, so, Rhino Fire, he is one of our faithful viewers. He is following us on Twitter, mentioned it was his birthday coming up. So, I'm going to give him a shout out, and I might sing him a song later or something. If I just randomly burst in a song and be like,
Don't do that again.
Okay.
Not again, ever again.
I might. Alright, the next one is Dre the Prophet. We're not really sure, but he is one of our new followers on Twitter.
Maybe you're not really sure.
Well, what is it then?
I'm pretty sure it's Dre the Prophet.
Dre the Prophet. Alright, when he writes us and says we're wrong.
Okay, I'll take all the blame.
Because I put both. Alright, and our next one is for Mark Valador. What's up, dude? How you doing? Just drop a line, drop a tag, say hello.
We talked to him yesterday.
I know.
Okay.
Maybe
Anyway,
that's why I'm giving him a shout out. What's up? Alright, our next one is to Plague Chef. They are one of our partnered fan sites, and if you're watching us up there this week, because I think they're going to cross-post this, hi, Plague Chef viewer.
Awesome
Glad you found their site.
One
You're in
more
good
thing
hands.
that we forgot to do for the past couple of weeks is we forgot to
Sackboy
do...
lives here.
Yeah, Sackboy Lives Here stuff.
My next one. And he has a picture of Sackboy and Sydney Opera House in the background.
Beautiful.
Did you see that?
Beautiful.
Have you seen it yet?
I have not seen it yet.
Oh,
but
it's
it
lovely.
sounds beautiful. I'm
Oh,
picturing it
it's
in my
awesome.
mind.
Alright, and our next one is waiting a while. Because I have some other stuff written down. So I'll skip to our last one. And it says, Little Big Podcast is not last. Best of the best. That's not a guess. Who doesn't know who they are? Austin and Daniel are webcast stars. Alright, and just to make him even more excited about this, I'm gonna sing it.
No, very cool viewer poem. That's pretty awesome. Thanks, Matthew.
Yes.
Anyway,
thank you, Matthew. Send another one, I'll sing it too.
What's our next one?
That's all of them I have before our super special announcement.
What's our super... Oh, gotcha. Okay, well, our super special secret awesome announcement this week
Is...
Okay, well, most of you will know by now, but on Monday, the NDA, which is the non-disclosure agreement for the beta, expired, which means that we are now free to talk about anything in the Little Big Planet 2 beta.
Dude, it was crazy, awesome, a lovely game. Pretty much the graphics are completely revamped and amazing looking. And, let's see, what else? Oh! Something about capture...
Footage, maybe?
Footage!
That's right, we have footage.
YouTube.com/The Little Big Podcast. You can check out, I don't even remember.
At least
we
8
have
videos.
Quite a few videos up there of the beta, and they're even complete with these new little graphics that we put in there. So.
And if that's not quite enough to quench your thirst, you can always head over to youtube.com/chimpanzeeps3 for one of our good friends who's also uploading loads of high-quality YouTube playthroughs of the beta levels.
But we have story mode levels. I mean, come on, man.
Well, at least 5 of the ones that we're allowed to show right now. So,
but I mean, the game is amazing. If you have any questions about it, we might do like some kind of Q&A.
A special Q&A for
and it's crazy. I mean,
one thing when you're watching these videos of the beta, don't ever get in your mind, well, it looks just the same.
It's
you have to actually have it on your TV. I mean, the capture of it really doesn't know justice until you actually see it.
And
so
it is.
It's incredible.
It's
just
so
wait till
cool.
you get your hands on it. And one thing people have been asking, US beta, no, it's not out yet. And so just keep waiting. Those emails will be coming out very soon. You guys will be getting 1.1 with the US beta, which means that there are going to be a whole lot less bugs, which means that you guys get a better beta to mess around with. Right now it's on version 1. Once they upgrade to 1.1, the emails will go out for North America. We don't know a date, and even if we did know a date, we couldn't tell you.
Like you said, the capture doesn't know justice, and once you really get your hands on it and play around with it, you'll be able to develop your own opinion, but I don't think I'm ever gonna play Little Big Planet 1 again after the game comes out. I mean, it's awesome.
Pretty incredible. And just because of all that awesomeness, and just because we can show levels now, we're gonna make our level lineup come straight from Little Big Planet 2 beta. So, the levels that we have for you guys this week are, first up, Audio Visuals by Fishokid. Now, this will absolutely blow your mind if you're seeing this for the first time.
Okay,
This is-
initial comment.
Right,
There is no post-production cuts.
Right.
None. And you know what? I got a comment on YouTube this week that said that if I didn't interrupt you, the show would be funny. So
You're interrupting me
I'm
all
gonna
over the
interrupt
place.
you. I'm just
I
going
was
to.
getting ready to
can't stop me.
say
Go
that
for it.
this level is incredible, and yes, it's really all in-game using the new cinematic tools, and you can chain these together, sequence them up with the music, and it's pretty epic, and as you'll notice, there are a lot of cool camera angles that you can now...
I think my favorite one is the car. I mean, that just looks music video. That is
Right,
super
so
bizarre.
yeah, it's pretty awesome. If you want to see and hear the full thing, once again, you can go to bit.ly/LBPYT, which is Little Big Podcast YouTube,
Right.
or you can just go to youtube.com/TheLittleBigPodcast.
Right. And we have this video and a couple other ones that we don't have the line. Just
Right.
saying.
Alright,
Just throwing that out there.
next up, probably the most incredible thing I've seen in the beta so far.
Oh man.
Flow, Life Could Be Sacked by Raphael.
This is crazy. I mean, like, there's a certain point where a game becomes another game, and
This
that's
has
what they were
become another
talking
game.
about when they said make games, not just levels. I mean, it is insane.
It looks just like Flow. I mean, obviously there's a limit to how much it can look like Flow, but
Right.
this is
But, I
pretty
mean-
much as awesome as it gets.
Wow.
And
It was cool.
it uses the 6-axis steering, so you don't have to like steer with the analog. You can steer with your 6-axis tilting, and that's pretty cool.
It's just like the real game.
Right.
I mean,
It's incredible. It's really hard to try to formulate an analysis of these levels, just because your mind is still blown from all of this stuff. It's crazy.
Right. I mean, I can't compare it to anything other than
Flow.
what it is. No, I mean, like, these levels, I can't say, like, well, if you ever played that one level in Little Big Planet 1, well, then you'll like this. Cause
Right. It's a totally new thing.
it's
Totally new
amazing.
approach.
So, like, if you're holding back thinking, well, what's going to be different between 1 and 2?
Yeah, why is 2 worth it?
Everything.
I mean, you get
It's
stuff like this
crazy.
where you get to modify your own controls, make things that look exactly like other games.
Right.
That
Awesome.
was unusual.
You're talking too much. That's why you're
I know.
laughing. Give me that. I'll do the next
Okay,
level.
and our final level this week is Vietnam FPS by PPP.
Crazy. We showed you guys that first-person shooter last week.
This
And
is
we said something
20,000.
about movers. Well, this is what we were talking about. You can look down the scopes of this gun. You can shoot the gun. You can move around the gun.
You have an HUD that
Wow.
displays your bullets. You know, the gun comes down when it reloads it and all that
Right.
stuff. You even got Sackboy's arm sticking up on the gun.
It's crazy.
Now,
I mean,
those of you might be wondering, no, this isn't like a first-person camera view from Sackboy's head. This is, you know, all rigged up. But
Right.
still, either way, it's very incredible.
and one thing you're like, why aren't they using Sackbots? Well, I'm sure they will eventually, but I mean, it probably took enough time to just do it like this. So, I'm sure a lot of these levels that you've seen cutouts out. I mean, the new controls are awesome, but if you're a Little Big Planet 1 awesome creator, it's not a guarantee you will be
Right.
Little Big Planet 2. The mechanics are completely different.
Now, it's not
They're
hard.
easy
It's
to
not
get a
hard
hold
to,
of.
right, it's not hard to
It's
learn.
just all new stuff. I mean, I think we probably said it last week too, but we're all noobs. I mean, we can come
Yeah.
right out and say, I wasn't a terrible creator in Little Big Planet 1, but I wasn't an awesome one either. And,
Now you have all these
I'm
new
just
tools
like,
and
wait a
it's crazy.
sec. Yeah, well, I mean, have you ever played like one of the super noob levels in Little Big Planet 1 where it's just like dark matter?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's what my levels look like. I mean, it's just like
It's
Sackbot jumping
pretty
around.
incredible.
It's like, don't come past here, I'll slap you, and that's pretty much my level.
Right, but with the beta and all this craziness, and now that we can show all this to you, comes a little bit of disappointing news. Unfortunately, just to increase game quality, Little Big Planet 2's release date has been delayed from November 16th.
Now, before you go all like, what?
Sad panda.
Okay, let me point this out to you. Would you rather have a awesome game, or would you rather have a super awesome game 2 months later?
Super awesome game.
Well, I mean, not only is it going to be super awesome, but it's going to be, like, polished. They're gonna have a lot more stuff done that they would want to have done. I mean, like, I think there was a game that came out a while back, and they rushed it because they always released the game at a certain time, and the game was broken, and it's still like kind of broken. And I mean,
not saying that Little Big Planet 2 is going to be broken. It's just they want to take that extra time to make sure it's nice and polished up, just so you can't have an awesome community without a completely awesome game. So they're going to take that extra time to polish up their game and get it out in a good, clean, and free release date of January 18th, 2011. So mark your calendars for that date, and make sure you check up with your retailer that you pre-ordered from, just to make sure that's all straight with them too.
Alright. And oh man, what was I gonna say? I thought that would bring more oxygen to your brain when you yawn and stuff. Something about Little Big Planet 2 release dates.
January 18th?
No. It's something else. Oh, yes. If you are disappointed, and we are too, don't get us wrong, but we're not, like, angry. So, if you're thinking, well, I mean, was there something that big that messed up the game? Well, it's not necessarily that. It's just, you look at the game. You want it to be the best game ever. And, I mean, you don't want to compromise quality for release date. We've already said that. But, November 16th, the holidays are always really packed with games,
other
too.
games, right.
I mean, Gran Turismo 5, God of War Ghost of Sparta.
You got Need for
Speed, Hot Pursuit. I mean, all these games are just coming out. And, I think that might be part of the reason, too. I can't say that for sure, but that might be part of it.
Right, so we can always look forward to something that Media Molecule promised in their announcement of this date that says just because we're pushing it back means that we'll try to get it into your hands a whole lot sooner in demo/beta form. So a whole lot of you need to be looking out for that in your email inboxes, because you just might get a shot at the beta.
Right, and just to point this out, the beta, I'm pretty sure we said this already, but beta is not what the final game is going to look like. It's not even close. Because, I mean,
what you see now will probably most likely be completely different by the time the game releases. I mean,
not everything, but
most of you remember back in LBP1, even what they were showing at E3 was completely different than what we finally got in the final product. So, once again, even the beta, the quality of it looks great, but even that's not a final representation of what the end result will look like.
I kind of thought of something the other week about the delay. It was kind of funny. It popped into my head. The first game was delayed a little. This one's delayed
like
big.
2 months. But hey, it's the
what's the next one? Little, big, planetary delay? Hopefully not. Maybe they'll just get out planetary at the same time.
Okay, well, that's pretty much everything except for we want to overview one feature this week that is in the Little Big Planet 2 beta.
I'm on it.
And has been on for a while. You may remember the QR code that we demonstrated a while back on the show, and how you'd be able to scan that and bring up a YouTube playthrough of whatever level we were featuring that week. Well, that's now in place in the Little Big Planet 2 beta.
Check this out. This is the QR code for Vietnam first-person shooter. Now, I mean, you can't tell that just by looking at it. There's no guns, there's no words or anything.
Obviously. Anyway,
but this is actually your ticket. I mean, I was like, Austin, search this, and he's like, pull up your QR code.
Just pull up your QR code.
So I just hold up to the eye, it goes bing, and it brings up the level.
Right, so the cool thing about these codes is, if you have a PlayStation Eye hooked up to your PS3, step 1, you watch one of our videos, and you'll see a QR link in the video. Step 2, you pause it on that screen, and then you go up and hold it in front of the PlayStation Eye. And then it'll automatically load up the level, go straight to it, and ask you if you want to play it. So that's pretty awesome. It's very useful, saves a lot of typing, and, if we're doing the level lineup, all you have to do is hit pause and hold your device up to the screen, and it'll immediately do it.
If you're not like right near your PS3, let's say you're in the Apple Store and you're on one of the Macs there, you're just messing around, find one of our videos, and you want to scan the QR code and see more about the level. If you do it with your mobile phone, it'll pull up lbp.me, and you can
view everything about the level.
Alright, so maybe we should stop now so it'll fit on YouTube.
Probably.
Alright,
we'll see you guys next Friday.
Bye.